What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Lille preview here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds take on the French side in the Champions League at Anfield on Tuesday night for an 8 p.m. kickoff. Of course, I'll be here to take you through the game as always. If you would like to let us know your thoughts on what you're going to see over the next few minutes, you know what to do. Let us know in the comment section. I'm going to go through, give you my predicted 11, my score prediction for the game, and a little bit of a fact file about our opponents. All that will come, however, after a quick word from our incredible sponsors, Surfshark. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description. Right, my friends, we are back and thank you once again to our sponsor Surfshark. So, before I get stuck into my starting 11 prediction, let's have a little look at a bit of a fact file about our opponents. So, Liverpool and Lille's only previous meeting in Europe came back in the 2009-2010 UEFA Europa League, with the Reds progressing from the last 16 with a 3-1 aggregate victory, lost 1-0 over in France but won the return fixture 3-0 at Anfield. Lille have only won one of their 10 games against English sides in the Champions League, drawing 2 and losing 7. Liverpool have won each of their last 10 Group League phase games at Anfield in the UEFA Champions League, scoring 22 goals and only conceding 3 times. Lille's form in our head-to-head, as we mentioned, we've only played them once in Europe, in one phase in Europe, losing once over in France and then winning the return 3-0 at Anfield, as I've mentioned previously. Their recent form coming into this game, however, as you can see, it's a bit of a mixed bag. 3 wins and 2 draws. In the Cup, they won 1-0 away from home. Then in the French League, they drew 1-1 with Nantes, 0-0 with Auxerre. Then in the Cup, they beat Marseille on penalties and that 2-1 victory over at Nice as well. So they're coming into it in decent form. They're in a healthy position in the Champions League group phase as well. We're going to get a chance to have a look up close at players like Jonathan David, Angel Gomez, and a few others in that Lille team that are being taken too lightly by many throughout Europe this season, and that shows in some of the results. So hopefully we don't do the same, but I do think we need to make some changes to the starting lineup. So as we see here now, we don't know whether Diogo Jota is going to be available. We know we missed the league game of the weekend because of a niggle. We don't know what that niggle has translated into or whether he will be in the squad as I'm sitting here recording it. And other than that, it's really just Joe Gomez that is an injury doubt for the Reds. So I have made a lot of changes to my starting 11. I'm going to go through them now in a second, but I don't think you're going to agree with a lot of what I've done here. But I do have an eye ahead to the game of the weekend against Ipswich, and of course making sure that we do keep ourselves firmly atop of the Premier League table. I think we win one more game in the Champions League, either this game, the game against Eindhoven, and we will top the league format. So with that in mind, here's my starting 11. So start off with the goalkeeper and the centre backs, and I've gone for Alisson Becker in goal. I would probably give Caoimhín Kelleher a run out, to be honest with you, but I think Arne Slot will show the competition the respect that he believes with his first choice goalkeeper, so going with Alisson. And then I don't really think we can do much with the centre back pairings here. I can say Kwanzaa, but as we know, he doesn't really seem to trust Kwanzaa at the moment, so I think it will be Konate and Virgil van Dijk, but you know, maybe he throws with Turo back there, but you're going to see why I haven't done that in a second. And then into the fullback positions, ladies and gentlemen. Well, again, I'm imagining a few changes here. I'm going to go for Conor Bradley at right back, and then at left back, I'd keep Costas in. I do think Robbo did a lot better, by the way, when he came on over the weekend, but I think keep Robbo for the Ipswich game and play Costas in this one, and Conor Bradley on the other side to give Trent a bit of a breather, because I do want to mix the team up. I do want to give some opportunities to the likes of Bradley in that as well. And at home, in the second to last Champions League game, I think we can afford a few changes. Now we move into the midfield area, and again, you're going to notice some changes here. So my midfield for this game would be Wataru Endo in the deeper line position. Then I'd go for Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, because, well, they're probably not in the strongest midfield that Arne Slot thinks of at the moment, which would of course be Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai. So give them an opportunity to go out there, and of course Wataru, and show the manager what they can do on a big Champions League night. I know Elliott is chomping at the bit to get minutes, and Curtis Jones as well will want to continue to impress this season. So that's my midfield trio. And now up to the top three. You're going to notice some people left out here, but again, with good reason. So I'm going to put Chiesa on the right hand side, where Mohamed Salah would normally operate. I know it is a Champions League game, but it is also, in my mind, an opportunity to give Chiesa 60 and then maybe bring Mo off the bench for the last 25 or 30 if the manager doesn't think that Federico can see out the 90. Then on the opposite side, I'd go with Luis Diaz, because I think he needs to get back out onto that left hand side. Not really massively convinced through the middle, to be honest, with Diaz, so I'd stick him out on the left here. And then through the centre, what have I gone for? Well, it's got to be Darwin, doesn't it? After his cameo at the weekend, grabbing the 2 late goals for us as well to turn what was a frustrating draw into a glorious victory, you got to give him the nod and give him the Champions League start as well, and allow him to try and build on the confidence that no doubt he's feeling after that fantastic brace against Brentford. So that is my 11, ladies and gentlemen. Alisson in goal, Bradley at right back, Costas at left back with Konate and Van Dijk in the centre back positions, a midfield of Wataru Endo, Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones. On the right, Federico Chiesa, on the left, Luis Diaz, and through the centre, Mr. Darwin Núñez. Again, if you think differently, or maybe you wouldn't like it changed quite as much, do let me know in the comment section. All that remains now is the score prediction, which is probably the most important part of it all. So what have I gone for there? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going for a 3-1 victory. I'm not expecting a clean sheet with the changes that I've made, and I'm not underestimating Lille either. They're a very good side who have put some good teams to the sword in Europe. So I think 3-1 is where I'm at. Keep the good vibe going. Maybe Salah comes off the bench, grabs himself a goal towards the end as well, and he can get back to scoring ways, because he's going to feel a little bit frustrated over the last couple of games, not managing to find himself on the score sheet. So maybe he comes off the bench for Federico, as I've mentioned, and seals the game or makes a difference at the latter part of it. After this, it's PSV Eindhoven, and then the league stage of the Champions League is done. The Reds currently occupying top spot, 3 points clear of Barcelona. So if we can get a victory, it all but guarantees us that top spot. So that is it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's over to you. Let me know your thoughts, and of course, if you want to join us for the late night agenda, hopefully see you tonight at 8:45. Until then, much love and thank you for watching. Bye bye.